Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stamps, a musical theatre quiz with me, your host, Rhys Chambers.
And me, your host, Dee Birchall. Hello there, everybody.
Oh, it says Rhys Chambers under you, and I'll probably say D Birch. Oh no, who cares? There it is.
Live, laugh, love, Rhys. That's what I say.
Oh god, this is going to be a night, isn't it? Well, hello everyone who's watching, which is a total of a lot of people currently. We've been flooded with applicants to play on the Menti account. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to log in order to play tonight on your smartphone or tablet. You want to find the link on the event on Facebook. Scroll down on the Stamp website, and it'll take you to the Menti/YouTube page.
And also, thank you for sticking with us, guys, with another niche knowledge quiz about musical theatre, which will probably be very similar to every other quiz that you've done with Stamp so far, but hopefully you'll all still have a good time tonight.
Fingers crossed. Shall we go over? We've got a special guest on the line tonight, Dee. Is Dan Shillen there?
Hello there, everybody. It's me, Daniel Shillen, and I'm currently here in Isolation Corner. We're going to be coming to me at the end of each round for a fun theatre fact. We'll start off with one. Since I'm on the screen, I might as well say my first one. Kicky-wicky is a Shakespearean word for wife. That's kicky-wicky. Back over to you, Rhys.
Kicky-wicky, Dan. Well, thank you very much.
This really is like Dictionary Corner, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. That's something
Kicky-wicky. Well, my lovely quizzy quizzers, let's get started tonight. That's what I always say, Rhys. I can see you laughing.
That's what I always say as well, Dee.
Right, well, I might as well kick it off with round one. Round one, I think, is the niche knowledge round. Getting straight into it tonight.
Musical theatre niche knowledge round.
Okay, Rhys, do you want to read the questions or the answers this round?
I'll read the questions out this time, Dee.
Sound.
Did I tell you that I've got a new iPad as well?
I think you might have mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah, I'm going to read the answers out from that because it's snazzy and new.
I've also got my iPad, but it's not that new, sadly.
So let's go straight into the quiz now.
Okay.
Question 1.
Are you going to read question 1, Rhys?
Yeah, I'll just read it from that PDF that I downloaded ahead of schedule that was sent over to me.
Tell you what, question 1, which Shakespearean play inspired West Side Story? While you get your PDF ready, Rhys.
Sure. Was it Othello, Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, or The Tempest?
Wow, I know this one.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this one.
Yeah. From now on, Rhys, you can read the questions.
Sure,
out.
Thanks for that.
Have you got your PDF up now?
I've got it up, yes. I've got it up.
It's all right, Rhys. Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. What can you say?
Right.
That was which Shakespearean play inspired West Side Story? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is the fastest finger first. They get the most points.
Answer quick to get more points. That's what I always say, Rhys.
That's what I always say, Dee. Okay, so the correct answer was Romeo and Juliet, and it looks like 4 people went right with that. So well done to those people. Othello, no one going for Othello there, Dee.
Oh, interesting. Overwhelming amount of players tonight here on the quiz,
as you can see on the screen, we've got plenty of people playing. We might get more soon. What I'd like to say at this point in time, if you have any feedback for the quiz, be sure to leave it in the comments. We'll take it on board. Probably not. But hey, well, let's go on with the next question, Dee.
Okay, next question then, Rhys.
Yeah, I'll read that out now, Dee. The next question is: the movie In My Mind, Why God Why, and Last Night of the World are songs from which musical?
So are they from Frozen, Legally Blonde, Wicked, or Miss Saigon?
So that was a movie in my mind, Why God Why, and The Last Night of the World. What show are these songs from?
Some of my favourite songs actually here.
Yeah, I
like the intermittent use of the sort of quotation marks in this question. There's no method to this madness. There's just quotation marks everywhere.
No, that's correct. So, yeah. I tell you what, Last Night of the World, I sang that as a duet for my A-level performance day. Did you know
Wow.
that?
I didn't know that.
There's a
However,
little-
I do really like that song, Reese. I don't know why my mind went so blank there.
No.
Almost as if I don't care what you're saying.
Champion.
Right, let's see how everyone voted there. Oh, no, we won't. Never mind. They're voting
Everyone's
now.
voting now. Fastest finger first, ladies and
Answer
gentlemen.
fast to get more points, Reese. Answer fast to get more
Did you
points.
hear that Leah Michelle is pregnant?
Is she? I did hear that. I don't know why I asked a surprise. I did know that. I didn't even know she was partnered up at the moment. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Right.
So the results,
So-
let's see the results, shall we, Dee?
Let's see the results.
Looks like 4 people went correct with Miss Side gone there. Congratulations to those people.
Nobody going wrong with Wicked. That's incredible. Everybody
Wow.
knows they're Wicked, I suppose.
Let's move on to the next question.
Right. On to the next question. Your cue.
Oh yes, of course, I'll read that out. So the next question. Which musical is famously performing... I think that's trying to say which musical is famously performed on roller skates?
Okay, so is it Starlight Express, West Side Story, Bring It On, or Prince of Egypt?
Well, I don't know. Prince of Egypt, they get lots of sand in the rollerblades and clog them all up. It'd be difficult to skate about.
Bring It On. I mean, Bring It On, roller skates, cheerleaders. Would it work?
There's a link
Injuries?
there, isn't there?
There's a link.
There's a
West
link.
Side
So
Story.
Which musical is
famously.
famously performing on roller skates?
Oh, the musical is famously performing, I must say.
Currently,
Um,
right now, the whole show, the whole theatre is on one big roller skate. Just a few seconds left now, so make sure you've got your vote in.
Have you had a nice day, Reese, since I last saw you?
I've had a lovely day. Did you know I've got a new iPad?
Oh, you haven't mentioned that you got a new iPad, actually.
Let's go to the results, Dee, shall we?
Yeah, we might as well end this sufferer. So most people went right there with Starlight Express, and I think we got a few people with a little red sparrow of Bring It On there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. There's nothing else I can say about that, Dee. Let's go straight on to the next question.
I think that would be a great idea.
In which musical, this is the next question, ladies and gents, in which musical would you hear the lyrics, I'm flying high, defying gravity?
Well, I hope that they get this one right, Reese. So is it Lord of the Rings the musical, Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, with an exclamation point, or Aladdin?
In
So
which
is that-
musical would you hear the lyrics, I'm flying high, defying gravity? No comment.
Is it Lord of the Rings the musical, Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, or Aladdin?
Oh, God.
Everyone's voted, so let's
Ooh,
see the
that's quick.
results.
Yeah, look at that.
Most
6
people going correct with Wicked there.
Well, with what, sorry?
With Wicked!
That's right, with Wicked!
Wicked!
We've got about 9 players playing now. That's fantastic. The lowest audience. Yeah, let's move on to the next question.
But hello to all of
So-
you at home. You are our most loyal viewers.
Remember, fastest finger first. Answer quick to get more points.
Answer quick to get more points. That's what I always say. Reese.
The next question, Dave. Which musical depicts the story of a group of hippies living in a bohemian life in New York City?
So is that Assassins, Everybody Loves Jamie, Rent, or Avenue Q?
Which musical depicts the story of a group of hippies living in a bohemian life in New York City? Would you class them as hippies, Dave, the people in this show?
Bohemians, yes. Hippies, maybe wannabe hippies.
Yeah, who knows?
Like the sort of. I mean, they don't really have a choice because they're all so poor, aren't they?
That's correct. Assassins. Have you heard of Assassins before, Dave?
I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't.
brilliant show. I would recommend listening to it.
I'll add it to my playlist now, Reese. I'll add it straight to the playlist.
Please do. It's a very strange show.
Alright.
But let's see if everyone's answered now. Your time is now up, so you should have answered. It looks like most people, 7 in fact, are going correct with Rent.
Is it one person there going with Avenue
One
Q?
person there going with Avenue Q. I mean, it is based in New York City.
That's true. But I mean, that might be. It's a very different plot lines there.
Yeah, very different. Next question. Let's go to the next question. So, the next question is, No Place Like London and The Worst Pies in London are songs from which musical?
Is it Oliver, Sweeney Todd, Waitress, or The Woman in Black? I wonder where this musical's set, Reese.
Who knows? That question was No Place Like London and The Worst Pies in London are songs from which musical?
Now, this musical is not the same as the one above, which depicts the story of a group of hippies living a bohemian life in New York City.
That's
it is, in
correct.
fact, set in London, because there is no place like London. That's what I always say, Reese.
Funnily enough, Dee, that musical I was telling you about, Assassins, this is wrote by the same composer. I hope that doesn't give up too much information for people.
I feel like this musical Assassins isn't well known enough
very
to
well
sort
known.
of overtake the how well known this one is, which is of course Sweeney Todd, as we're saying now on the screen. So well done to the four of you who got that right. It seems
No
to
one
be
fell
that.
for the little trap there, which was The Woman in Black. It's not a musical, it's a play, of course.
Oh, of course, silly you viewers at home.
So let's move on to the
Mad.
next question, shall we?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea.
Which musical is centered around an adorable pig?
Adorable pig. So is it Betty Blue Eyes, Honk, The Lion King, or Animal Farm?
Or Babe the Musical? I'm
It's not
joking,
an
ladies
option.
and gentlemen, that is not
Not
an
an
option.
option, Reese.
Just remember, answer fast to get more points. Which
Fastest
musical
finger
is
first.
centered around an adorable pig?
So once again, is it Betty Blue Eyes, Honk, The Lion King, or Animal Farm? Chris has just
But
asked me
say
right
it-
here if I do know the answer, but it is of course on the PDF that
Right,
you provided,
right
Chris.
on the PDF. The big, massive green tick on the right answer. So,
So I am now aware of the answer. I've never heard of this one though, so I might add this one to
Nah.
my playlist as well.
no, I did not know that beforehand. Oh, look at that. 4 people, the majority of people going for Animal
Wow.
Farm, which I believe is a play. And then 2 people going for the correct answer, which is Betty Blue Eyes.
I've never ever heard of Betty Blue Eyes before.
Neither have I. I'll have to check it out sometime, Dee. But before that, let's move on to the next question, shall we?
Wait, are we cutting over to Dan?
Ah, right, I see.
So Dan, have you got any
apparently has
facts
some-
for us about Betty Blue Eyes?
Hello, everybody. Was that some facts about Animal Farm?
Betty Blue Eyes, Dan.
About Betty Blue Eyes. Well, you came to the right place because this is Dictionary Corner, and here in Dictionary Corner we have a lot about Betty Blue Eyes. It's actually a new musical comedy. It was a 2011 stage musical comedy based on the 1984 film A Private Function and features music by George Stittles with lyrics by Anthony Drury.
That's very interesting information, Dan. Thanks for
Interesting
sharing.
info, always here at Dictionary Corner. Back over to you, hosts.
I'm adding all of these new musicals that I've never heard of before to my playlist. It's all actually Deirdre's Mix, it's called. This is
Yes,
Deirdre
it is.
Barlow. So if anybody would like to follow Deirdre's Mix on Apple Music, feel free. It's got all of the best
Fantastic.
hits there.
Let's go to the next question, shall we? This next question's missing a question mark, so I'll put it in for you.
Okay.
What is the name of the parrot in Aladdin? Question mark.
I love the way that parrot is spelled there.
So do I.
So is it Yazoo, Zazu, Iago, or Chanel, the African Grey?
She's an African grey.
That was a terrible accent,
Oh,
Reese.
She's gone towards the canal. No, that was also
Go
really
towards the
bad.
canal. She's an African Grey.
She's an African
She
grey.
goes by the name of Chanel.
I can't do it. I'll have to get Colette Cook on here sometime to do it. Okay, what is the name of the parrot in Aladdin? Question mark. Yes, everyone's voted, so no point me reading that out. Iago, only one person getting that right.
Oh, it's not in fact Zazu.
I'm
Zazu is, of course, the name of the bird, the sort of helper bird in The Lion King.
Yazoo
And
is, of course, a chocolatey, milky drink or a famous search engine.
most people going wrong there with Chanel, the African Grey. Doesn't feature in Aladdin, but does feature heavily on my Facebook newsfeed at the moment. Shall we move
Moving
on
on
to
to
the
the
next
next
question?
question. Okay, the characters Tyrone Jackson, Mabel Washington, and Carmen Diaz can be found in which musical?
Is it Bring It On, Fame, High School Musicals 1 through 9, or The Last 5 Years?
Here's a question for you, Dee. Is there 9 High School Musical films?
Well, there's not actually. There's a High School Musical, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3 senior year, and then actually there's a new series that's just come out, which is of course High School Musical, the series, which I've not had the chance to watch yet.
Neither have I.
It's
but
brilliant. I'm up to episode 2. Back over to you, hosts.
Well, I don't know where the 1 through 9s came from on that question, but hey.
No.
Oh well. Wait, do you know what? I'm not even going to bother reading it.
Everybody's voted. Let's see what you said. Most people going wrong there with Bring It On. That's a terrible show. The answer was, of course, Fame.
Is correct. So Fame is a brilliant show from the 80s. Bring It On. It's got some great songs, and Chris likes that show. Okay, moving on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Dee. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say that these names are clearly like play of names for people in Hollywood, like Cameron Diaz and the like. Yeah. But if people hadn't got that, but we will just move on. That was a terrible, terrible comment. I should never even open my mouth, Reese.
Well, moving. We've got another question. This is the last question of round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, answer fast to get more points. So, in which musical will you find the characters The Man, Swallow, Amos, Candy, and Boone?
Boone. Now this one leaves a lot of tyre tracks on my broken heart. So is it Mean Girls, Wicked, Sweeney Todd, or Whistle Down the Wind there?
So which musical would you find the characters The Man, Swallow, Amos, Candy, and Boone? Now, Dee, I actually played in the pit for this musical once upon a time, and our very own producer, Christopher Perry, starred as Amos.
I always used to be really confused while he was doing that, though, because I always used to accidentally call Swallow Sparrow. And I'm seeing a small trend of when I put the word sparrow into sentences where it shouldn't really be.
Red swallow.
A red swallow there.
Okay, most people going right with Whistle Down the Wind.
One person going wrong there with Mean Girls. That's wrong. I'm sad to tell you.
Okay, we're going to move on to the leaderboard now. I don't know if we're going to go to Dictionary Corner before that, or are we going straight to the leaderboard?
Why don't we go to the leader... Oh, Christopher, I'm at you. What would you like to do, Chris? We'll go to the leaderboard, and then while we're taking all the information in from the leaderboard, we can go to Dictionary Corner.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay, so let's see how everybody did there. Crushed Velvet.
Okay. So, Crushed Velvet is in the lead and is also the fastest player currently.
Well done, Crushed Velvet.
They are followed by I-33, I believe, and then Lawrence C. Them are the 3 top spots, ladies and gents.
And to be fair, it's all to play for at the minute. They're all pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, I can... Oh, let's go to Dictionary Corner from a word from Dan.
Hello there, friends. We're here in Dictionary Corner. I've got a couple of things to go through here. In Billy Elliot, the musical, the famous song that Reese knows very well, as he's mentioned it in the previous quiz, Merry Christmas, Maggie Thatcher. Brilliant song. Actually, on this day, in 1974, Maggie Thatcher became the Prime Minister. It was on this day.
Wow, on this day?
On this very day, this day is when she became, and I had to mention it, guys. I had to mention it. Also, as I was going through the internet, I found this poem written by a child. So I'm going to read it out.
Is it relevant, Dan, or is it just a poem written by a child?
You'll see. So, I would really love to see a play. I would go see one every day. I like the actors on the stage. Sometimes they act like they've got rage. Sometimes they act like they are glad, and other times they act so sad. Now you know what sets me free. Will you go see a play with me? That was Charlie, 8 years old. Back over to you, host.
I think Charlie's parents need to tell him to quit poetry.
Yes. Well, Dee, I think on that note, shall we move on to round 2?
Yep, so round 2. Christopher, in my ear hole, do I have time to go to the toilet quickly? Just a word from our sponsors, Photo Booth Newcastle. I'll see you in a moment, ladies and gents.
Don't leave it to the unprofessionals. Go with Photo Booth Newcastle.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stamp Quiz. We are about to start round 2.
I've been so glad that that man on the advert is on the screen for so long.
Yes, give you time to have a quick power way.
A quick power way.
Round 2 is about completing the lyrics, Dee.
Okay, I do believe that all of these lyrics are the song titles as well. So it should make it slightly easier, or maybe not affect the difficulty at all. But these are all songs from musicals and the musical you're told in the question.
Here we go.
Question 1. I blank things now. So if there's a blank in the question, you've got to fill in the blank. If we got that, complete it.
So, is the right lyric feel, know, have, or steal?
I steal things now.
So you've got to fill that word into the blank. For example, you might put steal in I steal things now. So this is from Into the Woods, this lyric, Dee.
Yep, Into the Woods. Reese, why do you say the word feel with a th? A feel.
I don't know. Something going on with my tongue at the moment, Dee. I'm not going to lie to you.
Something going on with your tongue. So once again, no, the time's up. We're not going to read the answers again. Most people go and correct there with I know things now.
And I know things now. Let's go to the next question, Dee.
Wow. Okay. So the next question is a song from Miss Saigon, and it is The Blank of the Dragon.
Is it the morning of the dragon, the afternoon of the dragon, the evening of the dragon, or the night of the dragon?
Wow. The day of the dragon.
Plenty options there.
My favourite is definitely the evening, I must say, when the dragon comes.
The dragon.
The evening of the dragon.
Yeah.
Now, I've mentioned this song many times in the quiz, so hopefully my little quizzers have been listening, because I've told them many times that this is one of my favourites from Miss Saigon.
Yeah,
so
I've used it a few times in the
Let's see how everybody did there.
Oh, look at that.
So half and half there between Morning of the Dragon and Evening of the Dragon.
And our great audience numbers are split between 2. Let's go to the next question, Dee.
Okay, so the next one is I See the Blank, and this is a song from Tangled, the Disney film.
Is it I see the boy, I see the dream, I see the light, or I see the sky?
Interesting. Do you know, I actually wrote this and I had a great time coming up with the alternatives for the songs, Reese.
Yes, it is fun.
And also I would sing along just to see if they did fit, see if I could get people out there. And at last I see the boy.
Yeah, brilliant. I wonder where you could use that. Maybe no, we won't go there. Okay, let's see the answers, shall we? 6 people going right with At Last I See the Light from Tangled.
One person going wrong
with At Last I See the Boy.
Sadly not. My rendition was not the correct lyric. It was I See the Light. But moving on to the next one. So this is a song from Greece, and it is We Go Blank.
Is it We Go Together, We Go Away, We Go Again, or We Go South?
South.
South.
This quiz is going south, Reese.
South.
South.
My pronunciation's going south today.
I hate how much you struggle to say that. Going south day. That's what I always say, Reese.
That's what I always say today. Okay, ladies and gents, remember fastest finger first.
I imagine that everybody's probably voted now, since we're a few seconds behind on the live stream, but we'll not take anything a chance. We'll wait until we get the 3, 2, 1. The answer was, of course, We Go Together.
We go
like
together.
Rama Lama Lama.
Shadiggity ding da dong. See, I was just actually saying my name there, Dee, and that's how it came out. Okay.
Terrible pronunciation.
So next question, Dee.
Okay, so this is a song that was in a Green Group show Once Upon a Time. It is always starting blank from the musical If/Then.
Is it always starting again, always starting singing, always starting dancing, or always starting over?
Wow. Reese, have you listened to much of this musical? Because
Yeah,
I
I
have
introduced this to
listened
a few members in Stamp. I introduced this show, and that's I think why the members performed it. It's a brilliant show, made specifically for the actress who played the main role. Did you know that?
I think I did, yeah. It's Idina. Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem, yes.
Okay, so the answer was always starting over. And most of you went right there. Well, and by most of you, I mean 3 of you.
Looks like I wonder if Pat Ann, one of our team players right now, has got that one right, because she was in fact the person who sang that at the Stamp show. Right, okay, well, it just apparently she doesn't play, but apparently
I
there's
think she is
someone
here
named
tonight.
Pat Ann. Yes, I didn't just say that out of the goodness of my health. Okay, let's go on to the next question, Dave.
Okay, so this is a double blank. If you had Cards Against Humanity here, you'd have to put 2 cards down, but this isn't what we're playing. It's Never Blank Blank Again. And this is from the musical Heathers.
Is it never sit down again, never shut up again, never stand up again, or never blow up again?
Wow. One of those is incorrect, but quite prominent to the plot of Heathers, which I put in as a little bit of a red sparrow there.
Yeah, Red Sparrow, what you like, Dave?
But that's what I always say, Reese. Yeah, but a classic Heathers tune there.
It is.
Right, let's see how you all did there. 3, 2, 1, you're back in the room, and the answer was Never Shut Up Again from Heathers. Only 2 of you going right there.
Never sit down again. It's probably my favourite, Dave.
Oh, Reese, there could be children watching.
That's true. Okay, let's move on to the next question, shall we?
Right, next one. This is a song from the musical Finding Neverland.
This is my favourite song from the show, Dave.
And it's All That Blank.
Is it all that jazz, all that matters, all that noise, or all that magic?
I imagine that's what people's families say when they're listening to us chat on this
Oh,
quiz.
there's all that
All
noise
that noise.
What
On a
am I
bloody
like,
Saturday
Dave?
and Sunday now.
That's what I say, Dave.
That's what I say. Always say, Reese.
Hey, what am I like?
I don't know what you like.
Hey, well.
All my quizzy little quizzers out there. Let's see how you did in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The answer was All That Matters.
All
You're going to break that down for us, Reese? I was waiting.
Brilliant. Sorry about that. All That Matters, brilliant song. There's nothing more to say about that, Dave, but everyone go and listen to that song, 'cause it's fantastic. For the 4 people who've got that right, well done. Let's go on to the next question, shall we?
Okay, this is a bit of a niche one. And it is a song from Titanic, the musical. Titanic, a new musical, and it's We'll Meet Blank.
Okay, is it We'll Meet Tomorrow, We'll Meet Starboard, We'll Meet Portside, or We'll Meet Again?
So two ship-themed answers there, as the Titanic was a ship.
I have a Titanic fact here. I'll do it very quickly. There was a woman called Violet Jessert who survived the ship sinking, and then 40 years later I went on a ship called the Britannic, and that sunk as well. So she just didn't have very much luck. That goes back to you, hosts.
That's
Fantastic.
a lovely
Little
fact.
fact.
I'm really
Little
glad
tidbit
that
there.
I've been enlightened to that. So
Violet
nobody
Jessert.
going correct with the right answer there. Good job, everybody playing at home.
We'll Meet Tomorrow, yes. Titanic, very old-fashioned, classic style musical, but very good nevertheless.
Thank you for that, Reese.
Yeah.
And a lovely fact there about someone whose name I can't remember.
Violet
So-
Jessert, I believe.
Next question is, if we're ready to move on. Blank in the bathroom from the musical Be More Chill.
Is it Sandra in the bathroom, Chanel in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom, or Elizabeth in the bathroom?
Interesting. I'd like to think it was Chanel in the bathroom. She wasn't going towards the canal at all.
Someone would be very pleased to see her. That's all I can say.
In the bathroom. Chanel in the bathroom. She's going towards the bathroom.
Controversial opinion. Don't like this show, D.
I also don't like this show, but I do like this song.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I hear this song quite a lot on Magic Musical FM.
I listen to Encore Radio, which also plays this song a lot. So obviously it's a favourite.
Go and correct there with Michael in the bathroom.
The two of you who went for Sandra in the bathroom, honestly, that's what I really would like the song to be. Sandra in the bathroom.
Let's go to our next question. It's the last question of this round.
Okay, so the next one is from Dogfight the Musical, the one that we could not stop talking about last week. It's pretty blank.
Is it pretty ugly? Pretty stinking? Pretty funny, or pretty sad?
So there's 3 on the negative side here and 1 on the positive side.
Pretty stinking got me.
Pretty stinking. I mean, it is the premise of the show, Reese, to be honest.
Yes, that's correct.
Isn't it stinking? I didn't think the camera was on me there while I was just finishing off my drink. You really caught us. Okay. Oh, 4 people like this stinking!
Pretty stinking.
Pretty stinking.
Well done to the one person who went for pretty funny, which was the correct answer. Well done to you. Okay.
Pretty stinking.
We are going to go to the leaderboard now.
Okay, let's see the leaderboard.
If the results have changed.
Crushed Velvet streaking ahead there.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's done anything to change the leaderboard.
Doesn't look, but it looks like the top 3 are still the same, D. We've got Crushed Velvet, who's still the fastest, followed by I33, followed by Lauren C.
But I did notice that everybody below the 3rd place, they all switched around a lot, so
They did.
It's done something to alter that. There.
We've got Vote Goat. And
There's
Quiz
Pat Ann there playing.
Pat Ann is currently on 1,893 points.
Doing really, really well there, Pat Ann. Good job.
Doing really well.
Okay. Have we got any fun facts from Dictionary Corner for this round that aren't about poor ladies on the Titanic?
Well, you know me, Dee. I've always got a fun fact to share with the audience. Are you all having a good time doing the quiz tonight? As hosts, are you enjoying yourselves?
Oh yes.
I thought you were asking the audience rhetorically.
People at home couldn't respond.
Yes, I'm having a great time tonight, Daniel.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, Dee. I've got a funny fact for you that I read and I didn't quite believe it. Disney's The Lion King closely follows the plot of Hamlet.
Wow.
I think we said that last week.
Oh, you said that last week? Right, okay.
I didn't know that.
Tangerine. I don't know why I said that.
Okay. So, and just one other quick fact here for you. During the Blitz, 167 bombs were dropped on the West End. 167 bombs. And a guy called John, poor guy, was appointed the fire warden for all the theatres, and he would go and sort them out if they were on fire.
Single-handedly.
Apparently he was the
bloody John.
He was the fire warden.
Apparently they paid him with one singular watermelon. I found that out as well. That's
that's a really interesting fact, Reese. I also drew a stick man during that last round. Back over to you.
I'm glad to know you are playing along at home.
Yeah. Let's go to the next round now. This is round 3, movie musicals.
Okay. Over to you, Reese.
Okay, so the first question is, what is the highest grossing movie musical of all time?
Okay, so is the answer Frozen, number 2. La La Land, I think it's meant to be La La Land. Beauty and the Beast, or Moulin Rouge.
I do like Moulin Rouge, but I can't see it being bigger than the other ones there, D.
Well, I was about to say something, but it might give the answer away, Reese.
Fair enough.
We'll wait until the folks at home have run out of time there. But yeah, Frozen 2, a pretty new one.
Yeah.
Is that out on Disney Plus yet? I was just going to say that I can't remember what I was going to say anymore.
Okay.
So
right.
it's a pointless comment, really. But we'll see what the correct answer was. It was, of course, Beauty and the Beast.
I wonder if that was the original animated version or the remake. I believe it to be the animated version.
Oh, I would have thought it was the remake. But
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, we'll never find out. Let's
No.
move on to the next question. The next question
Right.
is, which musical did Julie...
Good job for speaking tonight, Reese. Good England.
I don't know what's wrong with us. Okay. Which movie musical did Julie Andrews win an Oscar for?
Okay, so was it Thoroughly? That's got far too many letters there to be the correct spelling, I'm sure. Thoroughly Modern Millie, The Sound of Music, Enchanted, or Mary Poppins?
So which movie musical did Julie Andrews win a Oscar for? Apparently not an Oscar.
Is that the correct spelling of Thoroughly?
I believe it is, actually. It's just a lot of vowels.
That's so confusing. Right, anyway, two of these that I know Julie Andrews to at least be in. I don't even know she's in the other two. I won't lie to you. But I'm assuming she probably is somewhere. And we'll see what the answer was. So 3, 2, 1. The correct answer was Mary Poppins.
And
So-
4 people got that right, D. 3 people gone with The Sound of Music, which of course was the other big one that Julie Andrews was in.
Yeah, but she didn't win an Oscar for that one.
She did not. Let's move on to the next question. In the movie Sister Act, what is Dolores's surname?
Okay, so is it Van Trapp, Van Cartier, Van Collier, or Von Dutch?
So, Dolores, what was her surname in the film Sister Act?
I will follow him.
Follow him wherever he may go.
I do like that song from Sister
There
Act.
isn't. Sorry, yes, I really enjoy that song as well.
Give us a right fright there, Reese.
What am I like?
Still shaking now, Lovey.
But D, I just remembered we had a great night last night. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I had a great time hosting the one and only Digital Stamp Factor. Some very
2020.
talented folks that we heard perform last night.
Let's go to the results for that last question there. For the Sister
It's
Act
almost like
question.
we're about to have a lovely conversation and Chris cut it short.
So, 4 people going right there with Van Cartier. That is the correct answer. Well done to those people. Let's move on to the next question. So, can you name the Von Trapp's children in The Sound of Music?
Okay, so this is going to be a lot of reading, and I'm probably going to get some of it wrong, so just prepare yourself for that. Is it Friedrich, Marta, Gretel, Kurt, Bridget, Louisa, and Margaret? Is it Liesel, Kurt, Brigitte, Friedrich, Louisa, Marta, and Gretel? Is it Bridget, Louisa, Liesel, Margaret, Kurt, Brigitte, and Fred? Or is it Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Gertrude, Margaret, Gretel, and Martha?
Wow. I hope everyone got that there. Of course, the correct answer for this question is just the word no. Can you name the Von Trapp's children in The Sound of Music?
No. That
should
really should
always
have
be
been
the
an
answer to
option.
that question.
I reckon that people just gave up with this on the note. They just said, you know what? Click
So,
something, anything.
one
I can't be
person
bothered
got-
to read them.
One person got this right, D. So we're going to move straight on now to the next question because one person got that one right. It was Liesel, Kurt, Brigitte, Frederick, Louisa, Marta, and Gretel. Okay, the next question is, which movie musical has won the most Academy Awards with 10 wins?
That's pretty impressive. So is it West Side Story, La La Land, Chicago, or Moulin Rouge?
So West Side Story normally has a space between West and Side. It's not West Side Story.
What's the West Side Story?
West Side. That's Spock, isn't it? What am I doing?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
West Side Story. Do you have a favourite of these musicals, Reese?
Of them, I would say it's a difficult one. It's between West Side Story and Moulin Rouge. I do like Moulin Rouge.
I watched West Side Story recently and realised just how flawed the plot is. Like, this girl really does not care about her brother
That's
or
true.
her brother's
Does not
wife
at
at all. Just
No.
about Tony.
There is a new version coming out that day, funnily enough. I don't know if you knew that. But let's go on to
So,
the results anyways.
Nice to see
So,
that loads of people did really well with this one.
maybe
Nobody got that
they've
one
never
right.
heard of it before because the spelling's so obscure, you know.
West Side Story.
But well done to no one there. Let's move on to the next question.
Well
Which
done to Reese
musical-
Chambers and Reese Chambers only.
Which musical number is not featured in Chicago?
Okay, so is it Razzle Dazzle, As Long As You're Mine, Funny Honey, or Cell Block Tango?
Remember to answer as fast as you can in order to get higher points.
As fast as humanly possible, if you would.
Yep.
Give 'em the old Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
I was recently in a production that had a couple of songs from Chicago. Really
Were you?
enjoyable.
I was actually in the production of Chicago when I was there.
I played Mama Morden. It was
Did
excellent.
you? Well, I had one line. My
Yeah.
one line was, "We the jury find the defendant totally innocent," and this is what I said: "We the defendant find the defendant totally innocent." So I had one line, I messed it up. Okay, the correct
Is
answer,
that why
of
you went
course-
to music, Reese?
That's correct. I moved from the stage. So the correct answer there was "As Long As You're Mine."
Everybody
was
getting that one
with
right.
Well done.
Good job, everyone. Let's move on to the next question there.
Straight on to the next one now. So, the next question is: Who led the Rhythm of Life sequence in Sweet Charity?
Okay, so was it Frank Sinatra? Was it Dean Martin? Sammy Davis Jr. or Peter Lawford?
So,
I was about to say, I just got it in my ear, just confirmation there that it's meant to be Sammy Davis Jr. I
Three
don't know who
of
Sammy
the-
Davis Jr. is, but I think he lives in Simonside with his cat.
I would say that 3 out of the 4. I could be wrong here, but that was the Rat Pack, wasn't it? The 3 out of the 4. Then
I'd
Frank
love
Sinatra,
to
Dean Martin,
agree, but I've no idea.
and Sammy Davis Jr. So who was it?
Chris-
Let's see who it was.
Reese, is this the Reebok of the Nike? This is the rhythm of the night.
Well, Dee, would you like to analyse them?
Yeah, I'll analyse away these results. Pretty easy analysis. 4 people going right there with Sammy Davis Jr. The correct answer, of course, was not an option. It should be Sammy Davis Jr. And 2 people going wrong with Dean Martin.
Okay, brilliant. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, who plays Gaston in the new remake of the film Beauty and the Beast?
Okay, so is it Chris Evans, Liam Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth, or Luke Evans?
I like this. I like the sort of symmetry of these answers here.
Yeah, me too. Do you think this is hinting to like Chris Evans, who does the One Show?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Tasty
As
Ginger Chris Evans.
Gaston. A
That'd be
really,
brilliant.
really handsome man.
I'd
of
pay
course.
good money to see that.
Wouldn't make a bad LeFou, I wouldn't imagine though.
Definitely not.
I love it when you don't find what I say funny at all, Reese, but you still force a little laugh out, don't you?
Oh, that's me. You know, those fake. Watermelon. Right, okay, let's move on. So, we've got 3 people going right with Luke Evans there and 3 people going for Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, of course, not appearing in the new Beauty and the Beast at all, so you're completely wrong there. But well done for taking part anyway. Let's move on to the next question.
Well, there's a lot of S's in this. The song Shallow in the film A Star Is Born was written by Lady Gaga and who else?
Okay, so was it Bruni Mars?
Rooney Mars!
was it Calvin Harris, Mark Ronson, or Chris Martin?
Oh. Bruni Mars, of course, is the plural of Bruno Mars, so it's when you've got a few of them.
Bruni Mars, of course, writing my favourite song of all time, Iptown Funk.
Well, let's see the answer for this one. I didn't know this one, did the
When
answer?
I Was Your Man.
When I Was Your Min.
The Lazy Sang.
Every day it'll rain.
Oh dear, wow.
Okay, so the right answer was Mark Ronson there. One person getting that right.
When
We
I
went down
was
to
your
4
man.
players now. Fantastic. 4
One
audience
person
members.
there going with Bruni
Over the
Mars.
moon. Obviously, the level of banter and comedy right here is groundbreaking. Let's move on to the last question of this round.
At least we're having a good time, Reese. That's what I
Of
always
course.
say.
Okay, so who plays Effie White in the movie musical Dreamgirls?
Okay, so is it Beyonce, the sister of Solange? Is it Jennifer Hudson? Is it Inigo Noni Rose? Or is it Sharon Leal?
Okay, Effie White, who plays her in the movie musical version of Dreamgirls?
Oh, wow. All 5 of you played at home now. See if we can get those numbers back up again, if you know the answer.
Make sure
Chris
to answer
is-
your questions nice
Chris
and
is
quickly.
saying that he believes that people just didn't answer the last question because of the abhorrent Bruni Mars.
In protest.
I wouldn't have answered in protest.
Okay, so the correct answer was Jennifer Hudson. So well done to the 3 people who got that one correct. 2 people going for Sharon Leal.
Wow. Is she in the movie musical Dreamgirls? Do you know, Reese?
I don't know who she is, Dee, so I couldn't conclusively say that she is or not. Okay, but on that note, we're going to go to the leaderboard now at the end of round 3? Round 2? Round 3?
Round 3.
Round 3. It's just flying by, isn't it?
Same bed, but it feels just a little bit better now. Bruni Mars. Okay, so Bill really claiming it back there for the team. Moving straight up the leaderboard there, Bill. Good job.
Bill twice on the leaderboard.
Bill
Both
and Bill. Crushed Velvet still in the lead, but Lauren C is now the fastest finger.
And Lauren C has surpassed I33. She was in 3rd place and is now looking to take the silver, D.
Wow, interesting. Crushed Velvet, though, still going for gold.
Still going strong. Okay, do we have a fact from Dictionary Corner, sir?
Of course we have a fact, Reese. I'm full of facts. I have facts left, right, and also centre. So before we go back to the fact here, I have a little bit of stamp history to show you. So every year at the Celebration of Talent, you get a medal. This is actually the first ever medal that they gave out. It came in this horrible case.
I can remember when it came in velvet. It was awful.
I've actually broken the case since, but sorry, because of Dictionary Corner software, it's hard to see. Anyway, it's broken, and the moral of the story is you should look after your things. Now, a quick fact for you. The Phantom of the Opera opened in 1986, and Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber was so nervous about the premiere of the production, he left the theatre and he couldn't watch. He didn't have much to worry about, though, because it's been seen by over 140 million people. So he'll
Didn't have much to worry about, though.
He didn't. He is a rich man. Rich man. Also, I'm very poor, so if you have a photo booth event that you have coming up, please book with sponsors Photo Booth Newcastle. Back over to the hosts.
Okay, so
Wow.
we're going to go to our next round shortly. It's going to be the final round of the night. Round 4, the music round. Of course, this is the one that I make where we take excerpts from musical theatre songs. I give you about 5 to 10 seconds and you've got to say which one of the multiple choice songs is the correct answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Dee read out the potential questions because I apparently have lost the power of speech tonight. And I don't want to confuse anyone.
And as of course, we always remind everybody watching on YouTube Live to watch on YouTube Live for the clips. It's just occurred to me that we always remind everybody watching to watch on YouTube Live, even though they will of course be watching if they hear us remind them.
So make sure you're watching.
On YouTube Live. So the first 4 options of the first clip, just before we hear it for the first time. What is this song? Is it Heart of Stone from 6? Notice Me Horton from Seussical the Musical? Dead Girl Walking from Heathers the Musical? Or Waiting for Life from Once on This Island?
I don't have to stay and die like cattle. I could change my name and ride up to Seattle. I don't have
Wow.
to stay and die like cattle. I could change my name and ride up to Seattle.
So just to confirm there, we're going to hear it twice and we're not going to speak in between, Reese, because I didn't catch that memo. So,
Oh, neither did I.
right. So one more time, is that Heart of Stone from 6, Notice Me Horton from Seussical the Musical, Dead Girl Walking from Heathers the Musical, or Waiting for Life from Once on This Island?
Let's hear it once again.
I don't have to stay and die like cattle. I could change my name and ride up to Seattle.
Amazing. A very famous musical, this one. Heart of Stone, one of the girls, that's one of the options, one of the girls in Stamp Factor Live last night sang that.
That's correct, and she sang it very nicely indeed. Let's see the answers. So, the correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, was Dead Girl Walking from Heathers the Musical. 5
Two-
people going correct with that.
2 people, hopefully not from the Green Group of Stamp, going wrong there with Notice Me Horton.
Yeah, I'll be
Um,
very disappointed if they think that's what Notice Me Horton sounds like.
I think the production might not be suitable for children as well if it was on
Yes.
the same level as Dead Girl Walking.
That's correct.
Shall we hear
But-
the next one, Reese?
Let's hear it.
Let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up when you rise again. So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up when you rise again.
Okay, so is that You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen?
2 by 2 from Book of Mormon,
March of the Witch Hunters from Wicked?
or Prepare Ye from Godspell.
Okay, well, let's do it one more time.
Streaming in. You'll reach up when you rise again.
This is how I feel whenever I talk over you.
Hilarious too.
So we've still got 43 seconds on the live stream there to get your answers in. So we'll all just sit and have a good natter in between. And we'll
Let's
listen to
listen
it
to it
one
again.
more. Oh, no, everybody's got their answers in, so we might as well not listen to it again. The answer was You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. 4 people going correct there.
Well done to those people. Let's move on, shall we?
Yep, let's. So let's hear the next one twice.
Let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach.
That was actually the last one. We're going to hear the next one, please, Chris. Okay, so is that When I Grow Up from Matilda? We're going to listen to it again. Thanks for that, Chris. So is that When I Grow Up from Matilda?
Revolting Children from Matilda,
Is it No Matter What from Whistle Down the Wind?
or is it Merry Christmas Maggie Thatcher from Billy Elliot?
Your favourite, Reese?
My favourite, of course, I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, apologise to Pehe, Councillor Pehe, for what I said last week, which was that I compared, do you know, I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Very awkward interaction online that, you know, could have been avoided.
Let's move on and hear it again, Reese. Just applying some lipsil there. Ready
Lovely.
to say the answers. Okay.
The answers.
So let's see how you all did there. The answer was Revolting Children from Matilda. Time's up on the live stream, but I knew that the answers would have closed before you got that correct anyway.
6 people getting that right, and 1 person going for No Matter What. No Matter What.
I like
Um,
that one.
From Whistle Down the Wind.
No
Let's
matter
go to the
what
next
Chris
question.
tells us, we'll always do it wrong. Next one, we'll listen to that.
Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea.
Okay, so was that Take Me or Leave Me from Rent?
The Ladies Who Lunch from Company,
I Will Never Leave You from Sideshow the Musical.
or For Good from Wicked.
Okay, one more time there.
Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea.
Okay, I feel like this is a classic musical lovers song, isn't it? Like everybody loves this one.
Yes, people should
Christopher,
know
our
this.
producer's actually seen this production 14 times.
I've seen it
and
42 times.
I'd tell Chris that stop going to see it, Chris.
Dan Shillen there coming in strong with a total of 42 times that he's seen it.
Well,
seen
I've
it
actually
42
seen it
times.
830 times.
Wow.
So we'll see what the answer was. It was, of course, For Good from Wicked.
Yeah.
1 person each going with the wrong answers there. Listen to Wicked, I beg of you. Moving on to the next question.
She ain't sure would be swell to get out of here. Bid the gutter farewell and get out of here. I'd move heaven and hell to get out of
I feel like this song is that people singing about isolation now. Like, I'd move heaven and hell to get out of here. Okay, so is it? Oh, we'll hear it again.
She and sure would be swell to get out of here. Bid the gutter farewell and get out of here. I'd move heaven and hell to get out of
Right. Is it Here I Go from If/Then?
17 from Heathers the Musical.
Skid Row from Little Shop of Horrors?
Or Pierre and Natasha from Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812.
Which of course stars Cher, an incredible. It does not, Chris. No, I was joking. There's one line of a song that actually does sound like it stars Cher, though.
Chris slammed his drink down there. That's it.
She and sure would be swell to get out of here. Bid the gutter farewell and get out of here. I'd move heaven and hell to get out of
Brilliant.
I'd
So,
move
okay,
heaven and
time's
hell to
up.
get out of this lockdown. So the answer was Skid Row from Little Shop of Horrors.
Well done to those people. 2 people going for Pierre and Natasha from Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Try to say that 3 times fast.
Clearly they got excited about Cher there,
Yes.
as we all do. Now I got no friends, no one never going anywhere. Okay, so 3 times fast. Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre and Natasha. And the Great Comet of 1812. That's how Reese has been talking all evening. So
Okay, I'm going to try it now. Just bear in mind, this is like training for my tongue. So, Pierre, Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre, Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812.
Reese, shall Daniel Shillen try it as well?
Wait,
Dan?
what do I need to say again?
You need to say Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 3 times fast.
Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Pierre. No.
It's the third one. It tricks you up. It really does.
It does.
But shall we move on to the next question, Reese?
Definitely, let's do that, too.
We've really focused on Pierre and Natasha, Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. It wasn't even the right answer.
Let's hear that again.
I didn't actually have my giant French flag handy there, so I just had to use this here piece of card.
Oh, little maybe hint there, D.
Reese, I think honestly we should give a little few hints as time goes on because fastest finger first, so they're probably not gonna.
That's true.
Yeah,
Do you know
that
what? We haven't even read out the questions yet.
These aren't fastest finger, so you know I'm completely wrong. But the options are: do you need the people singing? Do you need the? Is it do you hear the people sing from Les Miserables?
That's correct. Is it All I Ask of You from Phantom of the Opera?
Is it Ease On Down the Road from The Wiz?
Or is it Ready, Set, Not Yet from Beetlejuice the Musical?
Okay, so the answer was not do you need the people sing, but it was do you hear the people sing? Once again, the spelling on the stamp quiz just going above and beyond.
That was mine. That was my fault that time. I apologise to all the audience watching.
But 4 people still going right there. So good job to those at home. Shall we move on to the next one, Reese?
100%.
Okay, we'll hear it twice.
Screaming I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I try, but I can't let it go. Screaming I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I try, but I can't let it go.
Okay, so is that So Much Better from Legally Blonde?
Pulled from Addams Family the Musical?
Burn from Hamilton?
Or Once Upon a December from Anastasia?
Let's listen to that one more time, Reese.
Screaming I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I try, but I can't let it go.
It's disgustingly true. We'll see how everybody voted once everybody's voted.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it's that time again, isn't it, Reese? 8:05. We get the lull, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
That's what I always say, Reese. Okay, so let's see how you all went there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris is laughing in my ear there because I ignored him, but I had no idea what he said. So most people going correct there. 4 people going for pulled from the Addams Family.
Well, I don't know those people. No one going from Burn from Hamilton, which is interesting.
That is
For some reason.
interesting. You like the Addams Family, Reese, don't you?
I do enjoy the musical, yes, although I don't like that singer that we've just heard, so I don't know why I put her in here.
I was going to say, you chose the excerpts. It's all
That's
your
true.
fault. Okay, let's listen to the next one then, twice in a row.
This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. This day or never,
Reese is trying to
I'll sit forever with the gods.
I was just copying off Reese there on the meeting conducting, but I can't conduct, which is probably why it looked a little bit confusing. So your options here are Corner of the Sky from Pippin.
A Place to Come Back To from Wind in the Willows,
This Is the Moment from Jekyll and Hyde.
or Santa Fe from Newsies.
Let's listen to that one more time, Reese.
This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods.
Okay, so make sure that you're answering nice and quickly there for no apparent reason, just so we can get the quiz over.
Reese. Reese just wants to go back to drawing on his new iPad Pro.
Oh, did you know I've got a new iPad? I haven't mentioned it.
You haven't mentioned. Have you heard that Leah Michelle's actually pregnant, Reese? That's what I always say. Anyway, let's look at the answers and how people did there. 5 people going correct with This Is the Moment.
Well done to those people. 1 person going for Corner of the Sky from Pippin. It wasn't that. You're incorrect.
Oh, terrible, terrible times. Okay, so let's move on to the next song. We'll see what it is. I believe that a lot of people might know this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's listen to it twice.
The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone.
May I return to listen to
The
the
colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. The colors
One more time.
faded into darkness. I was left alone.
So is that one Lost in the Wilderness from Children of Eden?
Gaston by Chris Evans from Beauty and the Beast.
Chris Evans of The One Show. My Friends from Sweeney Todd.
Or Any Dream Will Do from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I like this song, but it doesn't beat my favourite song, which is, of course, by Bruni Mars.
Bruni Mars.
We'll hear it one more time there, Reese. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Oh, right. So we'll see what the results are in just a few seconds. The correct answer, of course, being Any Dream Will Do from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Well done to 4 people who've got that one correct. And commiserations to everyone who got that wrong. Let's plough straight into the next question, Dee, shall we?
Yeah, it's the final question of the quiz tonight, I believe, Reese.
Yes, it is. Let's make it a good one.
And
When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
this is one of
Brilliant
those songs,
song, that.
Reese, that makes me want to be able to move my head independently of my body.
What a strange thing to say, Dee. So Chris was having such a good time there, he forgot to open the question. So we're probably going to hear it one more time right now.
And let's all boo him together when it's over.
When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
If anybody in the watchers knows how to move your head independently of your body, please do let us know. I'd take a digital tutorial. 'cause I
something like
can't
this.
do it. I just want to be able to move my head independently.
Right. Okay. So the possible answers
like a
are:
chicken.
it could be Story
I've
of My
not read
Life.
them out yet. I've
You
only
want
just
Shrek the
realised that. Aquarius from Hair,
The Nicest Kids in Town from Hairspray.
or Arabian Nights from Aladdin the Musical.
You choose.
There's no prize, so just do what you want at this point. The answer was, of course, Aquarius from Hair.
Okay, 6 people getting that right. 1 person going incorrect with The Nicest Kids in
I
Town from
suppose
Hairspray. There.
it's quite easy to sort of guess this one because it's talking about the moon and Mars and houses and stuff like that.
That's
And
true.
of course, Aquarius is a star sign.
It is. It
So you
is.
could have deduced that.
What we're going to do is we're going to cut to Dan in Isolation Corner now for a fun bit of information. Dan, over to you.
Dan in Isolation Court has just taken a bite of whatever he's eaten.
Hello there. Just got a Chinese salt and pepper chicken box from China Cook. Delicious, delicious. Now this next fact, I'm going to need Reese to help us out here.
Okay.
So the Unlimited section from Wicked's Defying Gravity incorporates the first 7 notes from Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
That's correct, Dan.
I thought you would know something about that, so
Yes.
elaborate.
So, yeah, the first 7 notes of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you've got that big octave leap. So, da, 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 da. And then the first 7 notes of the Unlimited section, the bridge from Defying Gravity, you've got Unlimited. Da, 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 da. It's a different rhythm, but it's the same notes. Da, 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 da.
Hey, excellent fact there. I even outsourced to Reese. Chris has said that's why
Chris has
he's
seen-
seen it 14 times.
Well, yes.
Chris, if you're that interested in the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I think you'd be better off going to see The Wizard of Oz. Just watch the film at home. Save yourself some money.
It's a very clever musical, The Wizard of Oz. There's also a few other things. March of the Witch Hunters uses a bit of the March. Was it the Welcome to Munchkin Town or something like that? There's a few other little
The March,
snippets
of,
like
March
that.
of the Witch Hunters by Bruni Mars. And if Amy Whitehead's listening at home, Chris has just said it's a beautiful Broadway song, so you might be interested in that if you're listening at home. Okay, so let's see the results of the quiz tonight. I've got an inkling, Reese. I've got a feeling I might know who's won, but we'll see. We'll see.
Wonder who.
Chris, whenever you're ready to go to the results there.
Let's go on to the results.
Okay. Crushed Velvet and I-33 doing really well on that round. Crushed Velvet's staying in the lead there, winning with 30,991 points.
I think they've definitely won there, D, staying in the lead. Bloody hell. Okay, so we've got Crushed
Staying
Velvet,
in
and
the
then
lead.
coming with the silver is Lauren C, and then the bronze is taken by I-33.
I-33, you've done well to get your bronze back there, but sadly there's no prize for gold, silver or bronze.
Everyone is a loser.
Everyone's a loser at this quiz. But well done to Crushed Velvet. And yeah, hope to see you next week for another quiz
And more fun facts.
and more fun facts. Goodbye from me at home.
Goodbye from me at home.
And goodbye from me at home.
In Isolation Corner. Goodbye, everyone.
Stop it.
Are we clear?